Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the JNC. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to speak today. My name is Nicole Meeks. I moved to Rhode Island in 2001. I earned my doctorate in 2014 at the University of Rhode Island College of Pharmacy, and I've been practicing as a community pharmacist in Rhode Island and Mass for the past 11 years. My training as a healthcare professional is one of the motivating factors that brings me here today. When I took the oath of a pharmacist, I pledged to consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering as my primary concerns, as well as to promote inclusion, embrace diversity, and advocate for justice to advance health equity. I stand before you today not with an endorsement for a specific candidate, but rather with an expression of concern. In medicine, a guiding pillar of practice is to first do no harm. That is what I ask of each and every one of you as you reflect on the remarks of the day. The harm I speak of is the nomination of candidate Michael McCaffrey. Many would consider Mr. McCaffrey a Democrat in name only, as many of his values do not align with the majority of what we know of the Democratic Party and the proud designation of Rhode Island as a blue state. His religious beliefs have deeply influenced and guided his voting record for the past 3 decades, where he has used his voice to oppose reproductive freedom for women, civil rights of the LGBTQ community, and marriage equality. Mr. McCaffrey has devoted his time in the state Senate to systematically suppress the reproductive rights of women. In all other areas of medicine, from cardiovascular care to diabetes to infectious disease, religion does not enter the consideration of care. Healthcare is a scientific practice and should only be guided by evidence-based research and guidelines. Abortion is and will remain a crucial component of comprehensive care, and Mr. McCaffrey has opposed this notion for his entire career. Through the passage of the Reproductive Privacy Act in 2019 and the expanded access through crucial funding in the Equality and Abortion Care Act in 2023, Rhode Island safely codified these protections into law, despite the efforts of Mr. McCaffrey to endanger and discriminate against women. His opposition to equality of marginalized individuals extends to the LGBTQ community as well. According to the 2024 Rhode Island Foundation report, over 54,000 Rhode Islanders self-identify as a member of the LGBTQ community, which is about 6.5%. That percentage is over 16% when applied to the teenage and adolescent population, with about 3.5% reporting as transgender. Rhode Island is ranked 10th in the nation for population of LGBTQ residents. When Rhode Island legalized same-sex marriage in 2013, Mr. McCaffrey was predictably opposed to this, but his record of voting against basic rights for the LGBTQ community goes back over 30 years. He opposed legislation in 1995 for LGBTQ civil rights. In 1998, he opposed repealing the antiquated sodomy law. In 2001, he opposed transgender civil rights as well as domestic partners' benefits for same-sex couples. His discrimination against the LGBTQ community is long-standing and is out of alignment with the majority of Rhode Islanders. Mr. McCaffrey has proven that he does not view this population through a lens of equality, who is deserving of protection under the law. And as such, he cannot be trusted to apply these protections if called upon to do so in a judicial role. As we examine the current state of the Supreme Court of the United States, we are reminded that protections that we believe to be written in stone can be overturned through the installation of individuals with a personal devotion to an ultra-conservative religious agenda. These beliefs are simply incompatible with a fair and balanced rule of law in a society that declares that all individuals are created equal and therefore deserving of equal protection and freedoms under the law. It is also important to note that none of the laws that expanded freedom and protection for the residents of Rhode Island removed or infringed on any rights of any other individual. They were created only to make whole those who were being discriminated against. And yet Mr. McCaffrey still fought those policies at every turn. How are we to believe that his appointment as judge would somehow change his desire to uphold the systemic inequality of oppression for so many people? If by some turn he was eventually granted a lifetime appointment to the Rhode Island Supreme Court, the regressive and harmful beliefs Mr. McCaffrey lives by would have both immediate and lifelong impact on the lives of the people over which he presides. By appointing an individual who has demonstrated time and time again that he does not believe in the basic equality or civil rights of women and the LGBTQ community, Rhode Island would suffer under the abusive power of discrimination in action. While we continue to see our federal rights erode under the current administration, it's more important forever for states to create lasting equality and protection for their citizens by rejecting the regressive religious agenda in favor of an inclusive, diverse, and sustainable judicial system that represents and protects people from all walks of life for generations to come. I thank you for your time.